Happy Wednesday. I am Intelexx, and I am here just for a little bit to talk to you about the light and love of the day. It's been a little minute since last month, right? So what I want us to talk about today is stop your limiting beliefs. Hi, Grand Rising. So I want us to talk about limiting beliefs, right? So let's get into some definitions real quick. A belief is a certainty or truth accepted by an individual or a group, right? So if you believe something, there's no doubt in your mind, you accept it, no problems, right? When you have a limiting belief, there is a restriction, right? So it is a state of mind or belief about yourself that restricts you in some type of way. Now I want you to ask yourself, where in my life do I have limiting beliefs? What do I tell myself that I actually believe is the truth, even if it restricts you? There was something that I seen online, and it was a picture of what belief looks like. It's kind of like a bunch of waves, 5 or 6 lines of waves. And then that limiting belief blocks all but one wave. So how are you restricting yourself? What area are you restricting yourself in? Because if you want something, do you believe that you can actually have it? If you set your mind to something, even if you set your mind on limiting beliefs, you're only going to be what? Limited to whatever you believe. Whatever you have restricted yourself in, that is what is going to happen, right? So I want you to really think about this today, because a lot of us do it, whether we realize it or not, including myself, on how we restrict ourselves and restrict the power that we have. We're more powerful than we think. And a lot of times we have to remind ourselves of the power that is within us and the capability to get to the next level, whatever that level is. You might be in a place where it's like, okay, I'm here, but I know I can get to this point, and something for some reason is blocking me from getting there. That something or that reason might be you, blocking you from getting to that point, right? Stop the limiting beliefs. Because when you limit your beliefs, when you limit what you accept to be true, you restrict yourself from getting the abundant level that is for you, right? Let's stop it, right? What are we telling ourselves? What are we feeding ourselves? Because whatever we feed ourselves, whether it's the truth or not, we believe it. Especially if we feed ourselves over and over and over again. Do not feed yourself the negativity. Don't feed yourself the doubt. Don't feed yourself things that might be easy, right? Success is not easy. It's definitely not easy. So when you are in a position to go to another level, it's going to challenge you. And sometimes those challenges look like opposition. Sometimes those challenges look like opposition, right? But when you get to a point where you are determined and where you are disciplined, that discipline might look like punishment, okay? But discipline is doing the hard thing now so you can enjoy it later, right? You sacrificing when you want to get up and go out and do all of these things. When you want to get to a certain level, you can't do the same thing that you're doing now. And a lot of times we doubt ourselves, and a lot of times we feed ourselves that negative energy, those limiting beliefs that restricts us from getting to that level, and it stops us in our tracks, and it stops us from fulfilling our full potential. We are all capable of everything that we want in this life. All of the great life, or however you want to look at it, we are all capable of getting to that level. But a lot of us get stopped because of our lack of belief, our limiting belief that restricts us. Fear restricts us. Listening to other people that aren't on our journey restricts us. Having the wrong circle restricts us. Having the wrong diet. And what I mean by diet is the life that you live, how you're feeding yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually. All of these things affect your belief because you are what you surround yourself with, who you surround yourself with, how you take care of yourself. And that starts here, right? If you want to change your life, you have to change your mindset first. I remember Will Smith said a while back that, he's been in the industry for a long time. And even 20 years in, he still had a poverty mindset, even making millions. So it doesn't matter what level you are on. We all still have the same issues if they're not dealt with, no matter what level. And even within the level that you're on, don't get comfortable, because comfort is the enemy of success. And if you want to be successful in life, you are going to go through things. You're going to go through opposition. You're going to have that battle in the mind telling you, don't do this, don't go here, no, that's not for you, you can't, and all of these things, right? But it's up to you to push through that. It's up to you to overcome those beliefs that may not be true, right? Sometimes we have our own outlook on life based on the reality that we created in our minds. And that's not necessarily the truth. So sometimes we have to get out of our heads and really believe what the truth is, to have that certainty, to accept what is true about yourself. So, excuse me. So what do you believe about yourself? What is true about yourself that you have been holding back? What do you want for your life? How do you want your life to look? Because it's only going to look however much work you put in, that's what it's going to look like. So if you want a lavish lifestyle, if you want to be out here enjoying, financial freedom, or going and traveling, being with family more, whatever that may be, whatever success looks like to you, whatever you want your life to look like, what is your work ethic behind that? And how do you handle the challenges that come your way? Because there are going to be challenges. Nothing in this life is without challenges, okay? So whenever you set your mind to do something, thank you as well, you have to have a plan in order to make it happen. Because there's going to be times where when you set your mind to accomplish a task, something is going to come in the way to try to block you, to try to stop you, to try to push you down. And honestly, if you fall, that's fine if you get back up. Failure is when you stop getting back up, right? Life is about fighting. Life is about struggle and getting through the struggle, all right? So don't limit yourself by what you believe. Don't limit yourself by accepting just anything and everything from everyone. Know who you are. Know whose you are. And remember that when you are walking in your truth, nothing can knock you down, because you know for a fact, without a shadow of a doubt, that is for you. And whatever is for you, no one can block what's for you. No one can stop what's for you. And nothing can either, right? Because what's for you will never miss you. So if it's not in your life, or if it was and it left, it wasn't meant for you, right? So that is pretty much all that I have for you today. That's just something I want you to think about when it comes to what you believe and what beliefs restrict you, where you actually believe something about yourself that restricts you from moving to the next level. Don't stay in that limiting belief mindset, because it blocks you from fulfilling your full potential. And I want you to live out your full potential. I want you to have all that you can have and be all that you can be. And you are capable beyond what you might think or imagine to get to that level. But you have to believe it yourself, right? So that's pretty much it. Please think on that today. That is the light and love that I have for you today. Just a couple of announcements. Showcase Your Talent show will be the last Wednesday of this month. And check it out. We are doing something different, something we've never done before. We are having a $200 grand prize for our contestants. So last month we had our show. The winner, Kiana, is going against whoever wins this month. And whoever wins this month is taking home the money. So if you are interested, there is still time to register. We also have feature spots if you just want to showcase your art. And we also have sponsor spots if you have a product, service, or business that you want to spotlight during the show. All right, we have Intelexx, a place for entrepreneurs podcast in season 3. Make sure to check us out on Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, and so much more. We have promo options, we have merch, we have voiceover options, we have Meeting of the Minds Mondays coming up this month. We are doing a continuation from last month. Make sure you go back on our page on Intelexx Artrepreneur Agency, our CEO page. You can click our link in the bio and check that out for all things Intelexx. We have so much going on, so you can look back at part 1. We are also doing our Q&A Wednesday coming up this month, as well as Freestyle Fridays. Our battle art is this Friday. You can have a chance to win some fun, so definitely check that out. And then there's so much more, but if you want to stay up to date on all things Intelexx, definitely subscribe to our email list so you can be the first to know in the know about all things Intelexx, with some goodies on the side, as well as subscribing to our YouTube channel so that you can get everything that we got going on here. All right, so thanks again. Remember, don't limit yourself, don't restrict yourself. You have the power to be all that you can be. Believe it, live it. All right, and until next time, thank you for tuning in. I hope you have an amazing Wednesday and an awesome rest of your week. Until next time.